So.
If I could pick one word to describe this podcast, it's distractions.
It's
ADHD.
chaos. ADHD, you know what I mean?
You smell so fucking good, KaiLee.
Yeah.
I'm about to throw you against the wall. Break that mirror a second time.
Oh. Do not even tempt me. I got, 10 days until I see you?
Oh, I love when people say that. Don't tempt me with a good time.
I really don't think that this podcast is gonna be very deep. That's actually super interesting because that's not what your wife said. OMG.
Welcome to
That's
Not
what
Your
wife
Said. She did not say
She
that.
never
Rachel.
said it. Honestly, she didn't even think it.
She didn't even say anything. She was too busy.
Too busy screaming.
to think.
To think.
She does
Couldn't
not
even-
deserve to think.
Couldn't even comprehend nothing.
Hey,
Ah!
how are you?
I'm doing great. You know what it is? Episode 5. Got myself a handful, if you will.
Yes. Got a full handful, a full fistful. Right up there.
That sound just really did it for me, but not in a good way. You know what I mean?
Look.
So, we're in a place that feels like home at this point.
You know what? It actually doesn't.
But it is your home.
It is my home. My temporary home. It's not where I belong. No. I'm scared.
I love whenever KaiLee just goes into singing mode, and then she just comes out of it just as quickly as she went into it. It's like Narnia. She comes back and it's like, you know how the time doesn't change? That's what it is.
In and out. In and out. In and out.
Reminds
in,
me of
in,
my
out,
weekend.
and done.
With your wife,
Just
that
as
is.
quick as that. No. I have only been listening to mattress noise. Just mattress noises. No music. Just kidding.
Found a SoundCloud doer. And
My ASMR. Can you imagine if that was ASMR and somebody would just be like on the bed?
And then just a couple every once in a while.
There is ASMR porn.
I know there is. Wow. I said that like I was a frequent flyer.
I have a membership card.
Not my thing, but I have listened to a podcast or two about it.
I see.
It's
Yes.
come up, if you will. Wow,
Um,
that's my saying for this episode, apparently.
But, no, my apartment's haunted, and that's all I wanted to say about that. I saged last night. Last night was a rough night for me.
Yeah, I got a FaceTime. And KaiLee was like, no, okay, so, like, whatever you're saying, like, that's all fine and dandy, but, like, I have a problem.
Wait, what?
You, like, changed the conversation. Do you remember? Yeah, we were talking about something. Like, we were just talking to each other about the podcast or something, and then all of a sudden you were like, so, the chef hasn't talked to me. In 4 days. Yesterday was Monday. I just talked to KaiLee on Sunday, and she told me about this conversation she had with the chef.
That morning.
And I had forgotten about that, because we were literally dogging on him for a minute. Sorry, chef. Maybe we should, I don't know. We were talking about it. We were talking about what it could mean. They lost their snap streak. That's a big deal. And I was like, KaiLee, you just talked to him on Sunday. You told me about this conversation you had. She's like, it doesn't count.
It wasn't quality. It doesn't count. Like, I'm a big, like, out of the love languages, I'm a big
Quality time.
quality fucking time. And, like, I need that shit to count. It doesn't count.
No, I know.
can talk to you for, 3 days in a row, but if it doesn't hit me right here, like,
No.
it doesn't do it for me.
If we're having text messages that are like, good morning, how'd you sleep? How's work going? Oh, that's cool. I'm over it.
Yeah. No.
Like, let's have a real conversation.
Yeah, so
Um,
anyways. But everything was fine because the chef FaceTimed me later, so it's fine.
Bro,
I
I was in bed. Percy was in bed. And I get this Snapchat, and I could not sleep. So I was on my phone,
Oh,
like,
no.
could not fucking... I don't know what it is. I just, like, have been a night owl lately. And I open the Snap, and it's just KaiLee, a close-up of her face, just going, he FaceTimed me. We're fine. I
thought we
could
broke
hear,
up.
I could hear Percy wrestling around. I was like, Percy, look. good.
Because I was talking to you on the phone. I was like, Rachel, I think we broke up. We're not even together at any point at all. But I was just kidding. Like, oh my god, we broke up. Like, we haven't talked in 4 days. Rachel's like, it's fine. He's probably just busy. I was like, I need Percy's opinion now. And Percy was like, he's probably just fucking busy because he's a
No, he said that. He also said, or he's moved on to someone else. That was the first thing he said. Yeah, he probably found someone else. That's what he said.
I started crying. Just kidding.
Well, the thing is that you had Percy under the impression you actually hadn't talked in 4 days.
Yeah, this is true.
False.
Wow. But anyways, that was also woven into the conversation about how my apartment is fucking haunted.
Yes.
And there's a creepy man that lives right next door to me, and I thought it was another lady with a dog. But I opened the door to go throw my trash out the other day, and I it was like nighttime.
It's a man with a walker, right?
Yeah, I opened my door to the hallway, and this man in the walker was standing right in front of my door.
Stop it.
And I fucking squeaked. I was like, hi. And he's like, literally didn't even say anything, just like kind of nodded to me and like picked up his walker, was like, and like kept like walking by, and I was like, and like literally I had my laundry basket, and I like kept looking back behind me to see where he was, and like he kept looking back behind me too, and I was like, dude, I literally envisioned him like throwing the walker down and like coming to kill me.
I 100% have a fear of people faking handicaps to have an advantage. So there's this house I deliver to, and they do the same thing every time. So the wife is blind, and the husband has a walker. Well, I've gone there multiple times. What'll happen is the blind girl will answer the door, I'll put the pizza in her hand, she's like, he wants to check it first. Cool. He goes and checks the pizza, because he can fucking see. And she'll come back. This literally takes 10 hours, by the way. She comes back, she's like, okay, here you go, pays for it, keep the change. I'm always like, cool. Well, one time, she said, I just had a hip surgery. Can you come inside? And because I'd been there multiple times, I was like, sure. Go into the kitchen. The guy's waiting there. He's got his walker. He has a kitchen knife in his hand. I set down the pizza and I get the fuck out of there. I've done that twice now. Honestly, he uses the kitchen knife we seal our boxes to cut the seal, is what he does.
That's
but
dramatic.
It scared the shit out of me the first time. And even the second time, she was like, I just had a hip surgery. I'm like, again?
I am like I'm afraid of people faking that. Like I literally that he was standing right in front of my door. So sometimes just to freak myself out, sometimes right before I go to bed, I'll look outside my door ring or what's it called? The keyhole?
The eye hole.
I look outside the eye hole just to see if anybody's standing right there, and like nobody ever is because I'm psycho. But like I just freak myself out so much. And my hallway's really creepy. I always get like a weird energy in it. Like
I don't like that kind of talk. But I will say,
there are handprints outside, too.
Oh, my God, dude. She has, like, what looks like a demon handprints. Like, you know how they, like, it's the bird marks? You'll see, like, you always see it in, like, movies and shit. But it looks like bird marks that are hands on her fucking hallway just across the hall. Also, have you seen Insidious 3?
I don't think I have.
There's a spirit in that one. I mean, he's a demon. And he's an old man. And he's got, like, a respirator that he carries. Scariest shit ever. So when you told me about the old man, that's the image I was seeing.
Oh, no.
Maybe don't watch the movie.
Yeah, no. I'm scared. So, subscribe to our Patreon page.
Right around spooky season, too.
Yeah. I saged, though, so everything should be okay. And
right after she saged is when she got the FaceTime call from the chef, so.
That is true. I did talk to Rachel, and then I was like, okay, whatever. I'm just gonna sage, I'm gonna go to bed, everything's fine. Pop my melatonin, and who do you know?
Hey guys, what the fuck is good? This is Rachel. Rachel from the future. Back from the future, if you will. I just had to add in a little story because after we recorded, this happened to KaiLee, and it had to be noted. So, she Snapchats me one day and says that her elevator in her apartment building started on fire. On fire. The fires of hell, you might say. So, the saging might have worked for the night. But, in the long haul, I really don't know what's going to happen with this spirit. Thank God that KaiLee wasn't in the elevator, though. I don't think anybody was in the elevator. But how terrifying is that? Being stuck in an elevator when it's on fire? Like, I'm already scared of condensed spaces. But for there to be a fire? I don't know, guys. I think that this could be something real. I don't know. Comment what you guys think. And by comment, I mean just email us already at whatyourwifesaid@gmail.com, and let us know what the fuck you think. All right. Thanks for having me. I gotta get back to what I'm doing now. So catch you later.
Well, shit. Let's turn this conversation. I have something to say.
Okay, well, fuck. Let me put on my seatbelt.
TNWYWS got there first write-in.
Yes!
So, if you guys are supportive, like I know you are, you've already watched episode 1, which we talked about toxic relationships and getting out of them and things like that. So I had somebody write in, and this is what was said. On episode 1, you talk about toxic exes. Well, I got one for you. So I started dating this girl last September, and we dated for 4 months. We made plans for a future together until right after New Year's, when she broke up with me. She wanted to keep hanging out, quotations. She went down to Georgia for spring break, where her ex-boyfriend was, and ended up getting engaged to him in less than 2 months after breaking up with me.
Gross.
However, she kept talking to me after she got engaged, saying how she missed me and wanted to have sex with me and stuff. I finally blocked her number and all her social media after 2 months of her engagement, and after she got mad at me for moving on to my current girlfriend, even though she literally got married, and then still tried to contact me via email, where I went off on her and told her to fuck off or I'm contacting her husband. Talk about toxic.
That is crazy. Honestly, like, that is just classic narcissistic behavior, though. It's like, me, all I want right now in this present moment. And then it's like, I promise you, as soon as that person sees you moving on, I know because I'm literally going through it right now. As soon as that person sees you moving on, they're like, wait, like, come back.
Yep. I want you to still be obsessed with me.
It's so, like, oh my god, it grinds my gears so much because it's like, you do not even have the right, you do not even deserve, after what you did, like, going to Georgia to go for spring break and then getting engaged to that guy less than 2 months later, your ex-boyfriend.
An engagement, literally. Well, it clearly means she was never over the ex. I think she just wanted some fun.
It clearly means that she was still talking to the ex the whole time, that they weren't even an ex. They were probably just talking the entire time and they were up in the air. She was probably just using this guy as a filler.
This is a girl, actually.
Oh, shit, I'm sorry.
So that actually adds a whole nother layer to the story.
She was probably just using them as a filler just for entertainment until she got her shit together. Like, I've done it before too, where I keep somebody around just because it's convenient and I don't really know what I'm doing yet. Like, I've done that.
It's like almost more experience to a point.
It's just such a disservice. Like, honestly, if you are in love with somebody, if you are just got out of a relationship recently, or it's been like a year or 2 years, if you still are in love with a person and you still keep them in your life and you're not completely over and you can see yourself having a future with that person, do not date anyone. Because if you date somebody and you get them, like, because it's like me, Rachel. If I were in love with someone and named Casper, for example. If I was in love with Casper, but Casper and me weren't dating anymore and we weren't talking, and then I started dating you and talking to you and, like, all that, and you were completely ready, you're like, oh my god, like, I met this cool girl, like, I'm really excited to date her, but I still have feelings for somebody else. Yep. You and I are going to date for, 6 months, 8 months, a year? Yep. And then I'm going to be like, just kidding, like, and just drop you. Like, that's not cool. You're doing a disservice to that person because that person's 100% there for you, and you're 30%. Like, fuck off if you think that you're just going to string people along. That shit pisses me off so much, because it's like, you have no right to lead somebody on like that. It's not even like leading them on falsely, because you're there with them and you tell them that that's what you want, and then, like, you just go back to what you were doing before because it's what you wanted in the first place. Just go after what you want. If it doesn't work out, fucking be alone, be single.
You're actually so right. That's actually hitting home. Along with that too, this made me think about just my past and things that I've been through, and I also wanted to mention that realizing when you're a toxic person in somebody's life. We've all had toxic people in our lives. We've all been toxic people in other people's lives. And for some reason just can't cut those ties. Somebody's too weak to cut the ties. If you realize you're that toxic person, you also have to cut the ties. It's a fucking hard pill to swallow. It really fucking is, but you gotta do it.
100%. You have, oh my god. I could talk for so long about this just because, like, I have literally been on each side of it. And it sucks on each side, but you have to own up to it. And if, like, oh my God, I just cannot stress enough, if you're not ready to move on into a new relationship and give that person 100%, then you need more time, because you are going to do a huge disservice to the next person that you talk to. Like, that's what blows my mind about people that aren't single.
It's just to yourself too, honestly. It's like, you need to self-evaluate, which, God, I've been guilty of this so many times. It's ridiculous. Speaking of toxic things, especially in relationships, we thought about something the other day, and that is phone checking when in a relationship. Oh my God. And why it's fucking stupid.
Me and Rachel were sitting by the pool, chilling.
Tanning with no sun.
Okay, my pool is in between two large buildings, and by the time that we had decided, you know what, it's a good time to do this right now. Because Rachel and
we're the fucking worst.
We were supposed to hang out, like, all day. And then, like...
Here's the thing.
We both, like, did not talk to each other for the morning. And then at, like, 10 a.m. we were like, hey, you know what? Maybe let's not do this. And then at noon we were both like, yes, I agree. And then at 3 p.m. Rachel was like, hey, actually, I'm down to hang.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No,
I was like, okay, so...
I had to sleep.
I gotta give you guys some backstory. We got drunk on Saturday night again.
Surprise. Wow.
Surprise.
Shocker.
And Sunday, Rachel was a little bit hungover. KaiLee was a little bit tired / hungover. So by the time I started feeling better, aka 3 p.m., I was like, you know what? I could have a pool day. So by the time I get to KaiLee's house, we get everything situated. Literally, the sun is almost down.
We still had a great time just laying in our bikinis, but
it was fun.
Anyways, that was so besides the point. Yes, phone checking.
I'm very anti the phone checking. For myself and for others. I mean, at the same time, do you, 100%. But I just don't think anybody wants to live like that. People, like, they'll settle for it. I don't think it's a good decision. If you ever feel like you have to check somebody's phone, I just don't think... I think it's time to leave. Honestly, and also, I have a theory that if you check somebody's phone, you're bound to upset yourself. It doesn't matter what the fuck you run into. Old photos, old text messages, messages with the friends that, you know, are dogging on you, or something like that.
Yeah.
Obviously, you're gonna see things you don't like. It doesn't necessarily mean that they're bad things. That's why you just have to respect your significant other's privacy.
I think, like, exactly what you said. Do what makes you comfortable. However, for me, and I've told myself this before, and I have stood by it 100%.
Yeah.
If I have to check your phone, we're done. And that's what happened in my last relationship. I knew what I was going to find. I found exactly what I was looking for, and that was done. Like, hands down.
Sometimes you need that too. I think that okay, here, I will change my statement now. I think, I'm a fucking Libra.
Hey,
I can't decide, so, like, I'm just gonna say points to both sides and then not actually choose one, because, like, that's what I'm
just trying to be everybody's friend.
Yeah.
Okay?
The balance. So, no. If it's coming to a head, and you're like, I heard this, and I actually need to see proof, or not see proof, that it did or didn't happen. And then if you check the phone, and you're proved right or wrong, but if it's going to be a consistent, I'm going to check your phone every week,
no.
What the fuck are you doing?
Like, if you don't trust... trust is huge for me. I have to really trust somebody. And the thing is, too, is I trust so easily.
Yep.
So... But I've always told myself, if I have to check your phone or feel the need to check your phone or want to even look into your phone and check it, no. We're done already. If I feel the need, like, maybe I should just look. No, we're done. Like, if I can't even trust you enough, or, like, ask you and feel comfortable with that response, like, it just doesn't make sense. It's stupid. So, I still stand by that. Like, if I will never check somebody's phone that I'm dating, because if I do, then that's over. Because it just shows them I don't trust them. And I'm going to find, just like you said, I'm going to find something that's going to upset me no matter what.
No matter what.
I'm not going to be happy no matter what. So it's just a lose-lose for everyone. I might as well just cut it off now, you know?
On the flip side, would you let a significant other, say that you did something and they were like, I want to check your phone from now on. Would you be okay with that? Or would you be like, honestly, if you don't think you can trust me, which I totally don't blame you, I'm just probably going to call it for both of us.
I'd probably do the second one.
Yeah.
Honestly, I have cheated in a relationship before, and I've been cheated on and I've cheated, and I will say I did not feel as much as I felt being the cheater than being the cheatee. So
God, 100%.
It's the worst, but
that's why, like, when I bring up being the toxic person is, honestly, it's almost just as bad. It's hard.
Yeah, but, no, I mean, if I had done something wrong in a relationship and they had told me, you know, I want to still check your phone, I feel like it really depends on what it was that I did. If, you know, if I did something like, it just depends. If it was physical, if it was emotional, like whatever it was. But I think regardless, I would have to have that conversation. Like, if you really don't trust me, there's no... At this point, I don't even deserve to have the trust. You know what I mean? But anyways, yeah. So, it would just depend. Obviously, I've been not in a relationship for a while. I mean, the chef broke up recently, so... Clearly. Broke up for like 2 hours. Everything's fine now, but...
Clearly. Speaking of relationships, you know what?
What?
I've had a lot of friends getting married lately. Getting engaged.
Oh my god. Alicia!
Like, KaiLee, right here.
Oh,
fucking her and Nathan. Great pair. Great pair. Can't wait for the wedding.
Thank you. Oh, he's actually in the other room. He's making us cocktails.
Hey, double lime. Thank you, Nathan.
Nathan, I love you, babe. Can you also make us a pizza really quick?
Could you make KaiLee a sandwich? You know how she likes it.
Oh my god.
There it is.
Oh.
Oh my god, that just like... I'm just thinking about having like a shirtless man just like get you food. Whoa.
Chef?
I want to order a stripper, but be like, do this, but also can you bring me food?
Can you just like cook? You don't need to do anything. Every heart beats true for the red,
Guys,
white, and blue.
I was just about to say, Daddy, what the fuck was that? She is fucking Uncle Sam.
I am fucking Uncle Sam. And I'm fucking Dad, too.
I thought it was my wife. You went for my dad. I'm actually offended now.
Whoa, I'm
You
sorry.
can have my wife whenever you want, but leave my dad out of it. Speaking of daddies, the guy, you guys remember last episode, right? The bar we went to? We went back this following weekend.
Yes!
And I see this man, and he had his mask down because he was having a smoke break. And I was walking up to the bar, and I was just like, I think this is him. I think this is him. I think this is him. And I said, Daddy? And he just rolled his eyes, and he was like, oh my god. And I was like, do you remember me? And he was like, yeah, of course.
Okay, and then here's the other side to that story. So, that was Rachel's interaction with him. And then Rachel, everybody thought it was her birthday, because she was dressed so fucking cute, and just had the sass walk of a birthday bitch.
I had a group of people that I met for the first time, besides like you and a couple other friends, sing me happy birthday in this bar because they said I looked so cute, and I almost cried.
You looked so cute!
Stop
So,
it.
of course we're gonna sing happy birthday. So anyways, Rachel prances off. And I'm there with, one of my friends, and we were catching up with you guys. And so I was like, oh wait, hey, it's the guy. So I like introduced myself, like literally shook hands with the guy, and
COVID.
I sanitized, and then like handed them business cards and stuff for the pod. Yeah, it was fun. So shout out to those guys over there at that bar. They're really nice and took care of us.
Literally love them.
Yeah. People are getting married.
Yes! You mentioned Alicia, the girl that took our photos.
Shout out
Just got
to her.
engaged.
She's amazing. Congrats!
Congratulations. You deserve it.
Really though, you're amazing.
Amazing. Can't wait. Very excited. So anyway.
Okay, so when you... Okay, let me just back this up a little bit.
We're the worst.
So you recently just went to... You've been to a few weddings this year. I have gone to no weddings this year. But,
Yes.
Rachel, you looked like you went on the most fun bachelorette party of your goddamn life.
Oh my god. I have been on 2 bachelorette parties in the last couple months. So this summer. Which isn't crazy. One of the girls who was in the same one as me, she was a bridesmaid, she literally had been in 4 weddings this summer already.
That's
4 or
crazy.
5 throughout the summer. And I'm like, holy shit, you are 27 Dresses. Katherine Heigl.
Oh my god.
No, she's amazing. Fucking love her. But anyway, the one I'm not even actually in the party, but like, I'm friends with a girl and I live in KC, so she invited me to go. And this was like a big fucking group of girls, and it was a great time. And I will never forget this one moment that we had. This one girl was literally a fucking champ. She got wasted on Friday night, right? We still have the rest of the weekend. Saturday was rough.
Oof.
Especially for her.
Oof.
And we had just gone to a pole dancing class. Super fun.
Oh, I love that for a bachelorette weekend.
Me too. I think
so
it's going to be on my list. And then, very hard, by the way. Holy shit. I was hoping I'd be kind of good at it. No.
You need a lot of upper arm action happening.
And I wish I'd worn leggings instead of shorts, because anywhere your skin touches, it hurt.
No.
No. Not great. So anyway, after that, we were like, let's go grab some food, let's take some naps, get ready for this evening. Perfect. We get food. We were just leaving food, and this girl was like, I gotta throw up. There was a cup in back. Excuse me. Oh, gross. She apparently threw up in this cup. Okay? As we're leaving, the driver accidentally drives up on a curb.
No!
Bounces back off. And they're in behind me in the third seat, and I just hear... The puke just spilled everywhere. I literally was like, I hope you're fucking joking. Like, no.
Oh, I do not like this.
Yeah, I don't either. I don't know who I feel worse for. Everybody in back that had to sit with that puke until we got back to the Airbnb, or the fucking driver because it was in her car. So, I thought that was hilarious.
That is fucking gross.
Disgusting.
So... I actually have a bachelorette story, and I've only been in a handful, as many episodes as we have on this podcast. I've only been in a handful of weddings.
Oh.
But the one wedding party that I will never forget was my friend Jeanette. And I love you, Jeanette, and I don't even know if you'll ever listen to this. It's because it's been a few years. But I love Jeanette to death.
Wait, so you guys aren't so close?
We're not super close so much anymore.
That sucks.
I know. Well, I mean, I moved away.
It happens, yeah.
It happens. But anyways, she had the bachelorette weekend that I dream of. And her sisters had planned it, and it was great. But basically, it was when I lived in LA still, and they rented out, like, this house. It was a big house, and it was in the middle of this place called Eagle Rock. And it's basically just, like, a little bit a ways away from, like, LA area. And anyway, so it was, like, this big house, right? And we had showed up, I remember. And the lady who owned it was still cleaning. And she was like, oh, my God, nothing's ready yet. I'm so sorry. You guys can come in. I know you're here for a bachelorette weekend. Like, I'm so sorry. I'm taking a long time to do this. Like, come in. You know, you can set your things down and, you know, unpack a little bit, but we're not done yet. So maybe you could go get, like, drinks or something. So we're like, okay, for sure. No fucking worries. But I wasn't even 21 yet. I was barely 18.
Oof, that sucks.
So...
Barely 18?
So we had actually, I think what we did was we, like, went and got drinks and then just, like, sat in the yard and just, like, bitched out on the porch and just hung out. Anyways, we go back in, like, a couple hours later, like 2 hours later. The lady's like, oh my God, I'm still not done cleaning yet. Like, because our cleaning crew, like, stopped for the night.
Must have been a big fucking house.
So she was like, why don't you come out back and hang out with the dogs? And we were like, oh, fuck yeah, I'd love to hang out with dogs.
Hell yeah.
So this lady developed her own dog breed. Get a fucking load of this, Rachel. There are these dogs who were as big as mastiffs.
No.
They were as big as mastiffs, looked like poodles, but there were...
I'm turned off.
Probably about 15 to 20 of them. I'm not kidding you, I have photos. There were little puppies, there were big mamas, there were the daddies, there were the little teenagers. There was 15 to 20 dogs running around this giant ranch. Not even a giant ranch, it was like a big backyard. There were dogs fucking everywhere. And basically, we were just like, okay, yeah, like, we're playing with dogs. Like, this lady was like hippie random girl from LA. Like, she had chickens running around the yard too, and the bedroom that we slept in was like a bunk bed situation, so there was 3 beds stacked on top of each other.
That actually gives me anxiety.
It gave me a little bit of anxiety, but when you're drunk, you don't care where you sleep, you know?
Oh, no fucking way.
But no, there were, like, and the chickens were outside in the backyard, but to the room that we were all staying in, you could, you know, it was a glass door, so you would open the door and the chickens would just come in the bedroom and run around. Like, it was
what the fuck?
It was...
That just took bachelorette craziness to a whole new level.
It was one of the strangest experiences of my life. But then, so we went out it was like a Friday, Saturday thing. And Friday, I think we like chilled and we just like hung out at the house and then like had a spa night. But then on Saturdays when we like went out, like I said, I wasn't 21
You gotta
yet.
wait till Saturday. You gotta wait till Saturday.
Saturday
to go
is the
hard.
fucking day. So basically, I wasn't 21 yet, but my friend Jeanette, she really liked Harry Potter. So they had a Harry Potter night. It was like a Harry Potter slash like Star
I'm
Trek.
confused. Do you get in? Or did you have fake ID?
So listen to this.
Okay.
So we go to the bar. I'm like, guys, I'm not gonna be able to get in. They're like, it's fine, we'll just try.
That kind of sucks. That sucks for you because, like, you know going into it that, like, you may or may not be able to fucking do everything that they're doing.
Exactly. So they're like, it's fine, let's just try. And I was like, okay. So basically, like, we go, and I pull out my ID to literally be told, like, yeah, you are not going to get in. Like, I was expecting them to say no. I literally pulled out my ID. I was like, yeah, you guys are all good. Just come on in. And then he was like, wait. Is this a bachelorette party? And we were like, yeah. And he was like, I'm going to take the bride for 1 second. Like, you guys wait here. He literally took Jeanette.
No.
Took her inside. And we were like, what the fuck just happened? Like, we were standing outside for probably 15 minutes.
What?
We were like, where's Jeanette? And then we were like, hey, can we come back in? Like, he was
She had
like,
a happy ending.
she literally got taken up to the bar. They gave her, like, a shot, and they were like, congratulations. Like, we're so excited for you. Like, they like, didn't, like, clear a space for us or anything, but they were like, what kind of music do you like? What kind of da-da-da? So then they, like, kind of customized the night to her a little bit. Because they were like, you're getting married. Cool. I think it was a really slow night anyway, so they were just trying to be nice. And then they came back, they're like, come on, ladies, come on in. And I was like, you don't even know that I'm not even 21. They let me in. It was, like, the best time. It was so fun. We just danced and had a couple drinks and, like, chilled. And
I'm surprised that they had to take her by herself for that. Like, everybody
I don't
could
know
come
why,
in.
but here's the pictures of the dogs.
Oh my god.
Like, I was not kidding that there's, like, a million of them. Dude, that looks like a Lena. Yeah, it does kind of. But yeah, look at how many dogs there are. Like, look at
I'm not
how
gonna
many
lie,
dogs.
I do not love a poodle.
But yeah,
that is so cool. It's funny because, like, I literally am the person in the group that's like, we're a bachelorette party. We're gonna get to do whatever the fuck we want. And it's not like that at a lot of places. They do not fucking care that you're a bachelorette party. So it's refreshing to hear that this bar cared so much.
Yeah, and that lady, you remember the Airbnb lady who was all crazy?
Yeah.
She was like, I'm so sorry that, you know, I didn't have the place totally clean for you and I stayed for a lot longer. I was like, no, it's okay. And she was like, I just feel like there's a lot going on. And I was like, well, you have, like, fresh sage. Like, do you want to burn some sage in here? And she was like, would you? So I burned sage in her house, and I was just, like, burning the sage and, like, walking around. She's like, honestly, like, you really cleared the energy in here. Like, I'm not going to charge you guys for this day. And I was like, are you kidding? She's like, no, I'm not going to charge you guys. Like, you really just helped me, like, sage I needed the negative energy cleared. Like, I'm not going to charge you guys. So we got the Airbnb for free.
So talk about a special treatment for the weekend. Holy fucking shit.
If you need your apartment saged or your home saged,
and how many girls were there?
Contact me. Let's see. I think there were 5 of us. 5 or 6 of us.
So it was a decent-sized Airbnb, which means it was probably a good amount of money.
It was gonna be, like, a pretty penny. I was, like, kind of worried, because at that point I was just waitressing, and I was like, fuck, like, I gotta pay for this, I gotta pay for that. I was like, oh my god, like, I'm so worried, but we ended up getting it for free, and it saved my ass.
Speaking of which, if you agree to be in a bridal party, you agree to do everything.
Yeah.
You are a part of all these extra events that are obviously include more than just the wedding, bridal shower. Like, obviously there are extenuating circumstances, but for the most part, you are there for that fucking person. And when you agree to, like, if you don't think you can afford to do stuff, I'm sorry, but, like, that's part of it. You've got time to save up for it.
Yeah,
weddings take a year plus to plan. I just had to let that out because I think it's a big deal. I also wanted to mention another story.
I also have something else to say.
So, the first wedding I was in, because I wasn't in this other wedding, obviously, but the first bachelorette party, my best friend just got married. I am so fucking excited for her. I was the maid of honor. And this is also the first party I've ever actually been a part of.
Damn,
so to
that's
go
actually
from, like,
big.
Yeah, it was kind of nerve-wracking. The speech, especially. But I fucking killed it. Because I had a couple vodkas before. No big deal. We were at the bachelorette party. And we were having a chill night. It was the first night we got in. We were like, let's just stay at the Airbnb, drink, and just play games. So, we were playing this game, and it's like Truth or Dare, and it's got a bunch of different, like, stuff that you can do. So it was a dare. And it dared the one girl. And this is ironic because I was working at Pizza Hut, I think. Yes, I was. It dared this girl that was in the party as well to call Pizza Hut and order pork fried rice. This was hilarious. She literally calls. They answer. She's just like, they're like, what's your name? And she's like, she said, fuck. She's like, Lori? They're like, Loretta? She's like, yeah, sure.
That's my name.
And then, they're like, what can I get for you? She's like, yeah, just like, an order, your pork fried rice, please. And the guy's like, what? She's like, your pork fried rice. He's like, we don't sell that here. And she's just like,
poor guy.
I thought she was gonna die. I was fucking dying laughing. She was like, interesting. The one by my house, it's never been an issue. They always do it for me. It was so great. She does not end this conversation though. She literally holds him on the phone. Doesn't say anything. He's just like, well, is there anything else I can get for you? She's like, nope. No, that was all I wanted. Doesn't end the phone call, doesn't say anything. He's like, all right, well, have a good night. She's like, yeah, I'll try.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
And she held her laughing the entire time.
I cannot hold my laugh in for dear God life.
I was videotaping her and I had to stop because I was laughing so hard. I had to leave the room. I had to leave the fucking room.
I'm not surprised. Did you do the laugh like this?
No, what? No, I didn't, Kylie.
Okay, well, it's my favorite. So.
I know, and it's a silent laugh. You don't deserve to breathe, you know what I mean?
Stop! I tell Rachel one tell Rachel one fucking thing and she runs with it. She fucking runs with it. Okay, fucking do that shit. Do it. Why not? Why the fuck not? Okay.
What's that? Pink thing?
It's a slip.
That's super cute.
The
That's like a
sexy
nightgown?
towel. Yeah.
I want to look at the blue one.
The blue one is cuter than the pink one.
Oh my god. Get in this. Put it on, bitch.
Yeah, all that exclusive stuff is going to be on that Patreon page if you want to see Kylie and her slip. Just kidding. I will not put that out there unless you special DM me. But
2 hours later.
Woof. Me and Rachel just sat here talking for like an hour.
Yeah, literally. It felt like 10.
It felt like 10, but like it felt like not. It was needed. It was a lot of things were needed to be said, and it felt good.
A bunch of name drops, a bunch of personal shit.
Oh my god,
that you can only dream about hearing.
Listen, literally that you could dream about hearing. Patreon, if you want to hear me complain direct names, first and last names.
No, social security numbers, credit scores, and all family members.
I got you. No, but for real, there was a lot of bitching that Kylie had done. Rachel,
ooh, that felt good. It did feel good.
It did. It felt good.
Love it.
Love you.
Love you more. I really love you so much. Oh my god. Okay, we'll be
Rachel,
back in another hour. We need more sponsors.
We need more sponsors.
You want to hear that Anchor app again? Play it, buddy.
Run the shit. Bring the beat. Bring the beat. Back.
Another one that I don't recognize. Wowzers. Alright, bitches. Go support us on Patreon if you want to see names.
If you want to see Kylie's hit list, follow us on Patreon. I will write one down if you need. I mean, if you want.
I love a good hit list.
You said you wanted to
as long as your wife is at the top. Because I'm going to hit that bitch.
I'm going to hit it, I hit it
Another
first.
one.
Yo.
I can't. Yeah,
Ray J. It's a single. Hit It First. It's about Kim Kardashian. Directed at Kanye. Anyways.
Love that. Love a good celebrity porn video.
He says in the song, he's like, I hit it north, south, east, and now she want to go west.
Yes! Oh my god. Yeah, love that.
Yeah.
Of course. We gotta put a name joke when your last name isn't West. Alright, bitches. Patreon.com/your-wife.
And I fucked her, and it was great, and I fucking loved it, and she loved it more. Tell her that bitch to stop calling me. God damn it.
Tell her I only want her to call me when it's in bed, and it's my name, and actually it's Daddy. Also, wow, that was loud. Go follow us on Instagram.
Go do it.
Stop fucking jerking off and just go do it. Takes 10 seconds. Goddamn.
Jerk off to the sandwich pictures.
Please do. At TNWYWS.
WS.
Twitter. At TNWYWS. Facebook. Go search That's Not What Your Wife Said on Facebook as well. Fucking like us already. Why don't you like us? You don't like us no more?
You're gonna lick us or you're gonna like us. And there's only one way to do that virtually. So go like it.
Do it. Today we featured a story from a write-in. We want to keep doing that.
Yes.
So if you would just tell us some shit about yourselves already, email us at whatyourwifesaid@gmail.com. Or you can also message us on the socials listed previously.
Yes. If you have any stories about, like I have said before, meet cutes, love that shit more than anything. Toxic relationships, I always like to banter about that. Hashtag been there, done that.
If you want advice from a couple of mediocre bitches...
Dude, I would love to give you advice. I've been around the block or two.
After our episode 4 dropped, I feel like people might trust us with advice more.
Listen, I will tell you, baby. I got you.
I got you. Also, we are trying very hard to get our first guest on the pod.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a Todd. Don't get excited. Like your wife did. But, hey, we're not going to list anything. We're not going to give away any names yet, but it's 99% chance that it's going to happen.
It's going to happen, and I'm very excited because
Amazing.
this guy is
dope. Dope.
He's wonderful. I'm staying at his house this weekend.
I like how you talked into my mic.
Hello.
Slut. Staying at his
Hi.
house? What the fuck? You guys
I
fucking...
can't take two at once. No, we're not.
Oh.
I watch his doggy.
Oh, that's right. You're good. Okay.
Watching his doggy. House sitting.
Also, go follow our personal pages, because we know that you're not getting enough from the TNWYWS page, and sometimes you just want to get some of just us. So hey, mine is RM Looters. That's LUE, D as in dick, D as in dick, ERS. KaiLee.
Hi, it's me. Hello. Yes, my personal page is Smiley KaiLee on Instagram, but that's Smiley with 2 Y's, so that's SMILEYYKAILEE.
Can I change my username?
No.
On Instagram, you can't change it?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, I want you guys to message me in ideas, because mine's boring and I need something better.
Yes! Okay, message Rachel ideas or message me ideas or put it in the TNWYWS.
Nothing rhymes with Rachel. Smiley KaiLee. Nothing rhymes with Rachel. Besides Rachel Pagel, which is what my mom used to call me.
What does Rachel mean?
Shut up. Nothing. It was a nickname. Rachy Pachy was another one. Why? I don't know. It was fucking embarrassing.
Rapey Rachy?
Alright guys, we'll see you next week.
Hey, thanks for listening. I appreciate you and I love you and...
Hey, me too. Don't leave me out of this.
Oh.
Wow. Leave me out of that.
Pants down.
Just kidding. Love that. Alright, bitches. We can't wait to see you next Tipsy Tuesday, and hopefully there will be a third human with us.
Woo!
In KaiLee's bed, possibly.
Ooh.
So,
I hope so.
make sure you're subscribed to our podcast. Go rate and review us. We fucking love you. Have a great weekend.
You've reached Rachel and KaiLee's phone. Please leave a message after the beep.
Stop fucking my wife.